Hey there, welcome to GemiiToys. Here we are once again for another unboxing and review video. This time taking a look at the Emen Genesis King of Fighters 14 red version Mai Shiranui 1/6 scale figure. But first, remember to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future content coming up on the channel. So as usual, we're going to take a look at the box first. We have a very nice image of Mai Shiranui. The side, this is the red version. I've never seen any other version, but as far as I know, this is the only one, but it says red version, might be another one. The back, again, Emen Genesis group. This is the first time I get a figure from them. I've always wanted a 1/6 scale Mai Shiranui figure, as I'm a big fan of Neo Geo, Fatal Fury, King of Fighters. It's just a big part of my childhood. Comes with this kind of real nice postcard. She wrote a letter to her boyfriend Andy. If you guys are not familiar, Fatal Fury, main characters are Andy, well, I want to say Terry first. Terry Bogard, Andy Bogard, and then we had Joe Higashi, which wasn't part of the family, but three main characters. And then Mai, since Fatal Fury 2 has been such a iconic character, it's kind of they've really perverted the character, which is one thing I don't like too much. Living here in Japan, I've seen it's just way become too much of a hentai type of character. I'm not in that sort of thing. If any of you guys are, good for you, makes you happy, but it's just not my type of thing. And me getting this figure may speak differently about me not liking those things, but trust me, it's just really not my thing after being especially 8 years living in Japan. But anyways, we're taking a look at the accessories here. As usual, I like to choose one, and I chose the hair, and yeah, really nice sculpting of the hair. Yeah, it's real nice actually. So let's take a look at this Mai Shiranui figure. This is my favorite part here as usual. Very animation-like. The eyes is very kawaii, cute, as they say here in Japan. She's a little too tan. She's way, as you probably saw on the cover there, if you're familiar with the character, she's, oh boy, yeah, this is, yeah, I don't want to, I know you guys, I'm sure you've done this. You have this figure, it's kind of hard not to feel up the figure and, all the parts. This is my first time experiencing a Fison body, so yeah. I'm trying to show you the feet here, not the crotch, but hey, you can get a shot of that too. The camera wanted to focus on her crotch, and yeah, she is anatomically correct. I'm not going to show it, but she is, and you can take it for what it is. Her butt, as you can see here, is very, very Asian-like. Yeah. However, there's quite voluptuous Asian girls. She's supposed to be more of that. She's a little too skinny for and a little too tan. But I found her really cheap figure hunting a long time ago. I actually shot this review a while back, just never got to it. But I've had this figure probably now 2 years or something like that. I don't know, at least a year and a half. And shot the review like last summer, just never got to it. And I thought, yeah, it's time to share some content on the channel. Taking a look here at the bottom tray. I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I'll show you all this stuff in detail in the accessories section. I call it bottom tray, well, it's really foam, and this is the way all boxes made by Hot Toys should be. This kind of presentation, I really like this. So anyways, yeah, I thought I'd kick off sharing new content on the channel with some game stuff, as I really into. I mean, I'm not so much of a gamer anymore, but definitely used to be for hours and hours. Pretty much my whole childhood spent playing video games. It's not really an exaggeration, but we're taking a look at the accessories again. Sidetrack, but I like to talk about stuff you guys can see. The hands look pretty realistic, female looking hands, and yeah, always wanted one of these. Ever since I started collecting 1/6 scale, I thought of building my own. But then I saw this real cheap, and yeah, totally got me into it. And I got another one. I'm doing a comparison review of that one and upgrade basically this one. But yeah, this is nice for hot days. You got the fan, typical fan of Mai Shiranui. Again, her hair piece. I was pretty impressed by the sculpting of this. It's pretty nice. Yeah, pretty nice sculpted hair. And then you put this piece here and attach it right there. So I'm quite excited about this. You know, it's just kind of brought the whole experience back for me that I experienced like last year or so. And I'll be sharing what I did for this character. So it's one of my ultimate favorite female characters, if not the ultimate female character of mine. There's not a whole lot of female characters I've liked, especially as a child. Now, yeah, more with Star Wars, you know, female characters like Bo-Katan and Fennec Shan. Really, I've really come to like those characters. But especially when I was a child, I don't know, I was really against female characters. And you know, here's the stand. Not much to say. It's clear. It's a piece of crap. It's just a piece of crap plastic stand, but it gets the job done. Hey, let's just face it. Here you got another fan. This is closed. Yeah, I think you can open it, pretty sure. But you know, that's when this is basically her fireball in the game. You know, just like Ryu has a Hadouken, she's got the Hachusen. So it throws this fan at her enemies. Yeah, I've really, you know, yeah, I mean, I've been such a fan of this character, in this one only, and when it comes to these type of characters, this was the one that I always, as a kid, you know, just crazy about her, absolutely crazy about her. Can't say so much anymore, of course, it's a fictitious character from a game. I'm not that type of person anymore, but she looks good. I mean, it looks like her, especially because of the outfit. The outfit is really good. Like I said, she's too skinny, she's too tan, and I would have preferred a little more realistic looking face versus so animation-like. Like I said, she is anatomically correct. Yeah, this part not so much. No nips, but you don't need those. I mean, come on. I know I don't need those. I'm not gonna display her like that. No, it's not. Again, it's not my thing. But yeah, hopefully some of you guys here are know about this character, Mai Shiranui. Oh my! Anyways, we're gonna see the base next year. Like I said before, Mai Shiranui. This is based on more recent King of Fighters. Not the most recent is 15, but King of Fighters 14, and it says Steam for some reason. I don't know why. But there you on the bottom it said Genesis, and now I have her on the action titty, very appropriate for this figure. I usually don't like using these type of bases. It's again not my thing, but very appropriate for this figure, like I said. So taking a look at her titty, I mean the yeah, the body is it's very impressive. Feisen, I mean, I'm quite impressed. It's creepy, I gotta say. That's why I wasn't sure if I wanted to upload this video. I'm kind of creeped out about it. It's just very realistic looking. The silicone body, when you're touching it, it's just soft, realistic, and what can I say? Again, the word creepy keeps coming to mind, but very impressive. Very, very impressive. But like I was saying, she's very animation-like. She was very, very skinny in an animation like this. Always more pale, as far as I know. Maybe in the one animation not, but I prefer more of the game look, which She's a little more thick in every area, especially, well, here, not bad. Look how realistic that is. I mean, yeah, that's just, I had to experience at least once a Phison body, so why not get my favorite character? And as you can see, this is what she looks like in the game. This is how I remember her, especially in King of Fighters 94. That's the sprite from that game, the enhanced version for you guys who know out there for the PlayStation 2, the reboot version. But anyways, I tried to pose her as much as I could, looking like in the game. And yeah, she's very based off the animation that keeps coming to mind, not so much the game. You know, being me, a 1/6 scale Hot Toys collector, I probably would have liked a more realistic head sculpt, like looks like somebody. This doesn't really look like anybody except for a cartoon. But that's kind of the part that, you know, I don't know, because yeah, obviously Mai Shiranui is Japanese, so she is going to be an Asian chick, obviously. But I don't know what face would go well. I just don't know. If it looks like somebody, then it could ruin your perception of the character. That's what I want to say. Something like reminds you of somebody. I don't know. So it's a tough choice. So, you know, coming to see this, I thought, why not? And I'm showing you the fire here on the basis. She does throw like a fire flame. I always wondered where the fire flame came from. It looks like she's farting it out, but but no, probably not. But again, for you guys who are familiar with the games, you know her superpowers, what they are. Yeah, no, she's cute. I do like this head sculpt. I do. I mean, it might be good that it doesn't remind you of anybody, or it doesn't look like anybody, you know, realistic like Hot Toys, you know. Looks like it doesn't look like an actual human being. It's kind of creepy to me sometimes, especially given that the body is so realistic. But again, this is the first time I ever get this type of figure, so bear with me, you know. The closest I've ever gotten was Hot Toys Black Widow, and it wasn't, you guys know, it's not this type of body, so. Posability is really good, as you guys can see. It's got like metal endoskeleton, I want to call it. No. Metal body. You know, metal frame. Is that the word I'm looking for? Anyways, inside all this silicone, there's metal and articulated very well. Like the skeleton inside. That's why the figure is fairly heavy. So, I know some of you guys, you've already experienced these type of bodies. Many of you guys out there, I'm sure. It's just my first time. I had to choose my ultimate favorite female character. Coming to think of it, I mean, definitely as a childhood, I always preferred her much more than Street Fighter Chun-Li, and I'm a big Street Fighter fan. That's how I started playing video games. It was basically Street Fighter 2 and Fatal Fury Special. First Fatal Fury I played, but that one, yeah, playability is not so great. But Fatal Fury Special, King of Fighters 94, most of the King of Fighters I've really enjoyed. And yeah, all the Fatal Furies, the Real Bout Special, Mark of the Wolves. She wasn't in that though. You know, it would have been nice if she would have been in that. Anyways, she's in her iconic Nipponichi pose when she wins, and she basically says, "I'm number one." You know, Japan's number one, actually. So, yeah, I don't mind this head sculpt. I'm gonna spoil for you guys that I did get another one that I like better, but she was purple, and yeah, she's with the purple outfit, so I always like the most iconic to me. It's her original outfit, though there's like a clone, you know, so you can fight yourself in the game. if that makes any sense. Usually 2 players can use the same character, but this is player 1 and my favorite color. So I'll be sharing what I did, and very happy with the results. I wasn't too thrilled with this figure. Again, the price was great. I was trying to convince myself this figure looks good. It looks good, but it doesn't look like Mai Shiranui. Again, she would have a bigger butt than that, and bigger breasts as well. You know, she's just, like I said, very, very, yeah. So, but this is not bad for if you can find this one for a decent price. As you can see, you know, there's no denying this is Mai Shiranui based on the outfit. Always like that very sexy kimono-like outfit. She's supposed to be a ninja though, so it's really interesting. She's a ninja. She's wearing a very sexy kimono. Kimonos are just really not sexy at all. It doesn't reveal any of them. It's like wearing a giant bathrobe, you know. It's just, but they modified it and made an interesting character. Those guys in Osaka from SNK, those good old days in the 90s. I wish I would have been in Japan then. I really do. It would have been nice to experience all that. But here we are experiencing, look at how realistic this body looks. I mean, it's just, yeah, this is the pose. This is one, again, another pose in which I shared 3 poses there. And when she wins, this was one of her poses at the end of the 2 rounds, or 3, whatever it was, depending on how it went. Sometimes, you know, double KOs, and it might be 4. But again, yeah, I really like this. This is how I actually posed her on the shelf for quite some time in the D12, in like the video game section. I gotta share a collection video. I'm gonna delay it a little bit because my collection has been changing a lot and progressing. So I'll be sharing a progression of my collection in the next month or so. But a progression that started last summer up until recently. It's my collection. I've been making a lot of changes. I got bored, so I get bored with stuff. I got bored with this figure pretty fast, but not the one that I was able to combine. I think I'm spoiling. I should just save it. You know, if you guys are interested, check it out. It will be coming up. 2 more videos, Mai Shiranui related. And speaking of divas, you know, here's the little diva, Boba's brother. Yeah, you are. It's nice to have 2 French bulldogs. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this review. I think this is a good start to get a nice, real nice Mai Shiranui that I've wanted for a long time, 1/6 scale figure. So if you can find this one for a decent price, it's pretty great. You can always change the body for a more voluptuous one. I think I'm saying that right. But yeah, I'll be sharing that coming up. And as I always say, subscribe, like, and comment. Enjoy the path of collecting, and I'll catch you guys next time.